Welcome to brushNsons. Hey everyone, so in today's video we are going to go over this child carrier / hiking backpack by Luvdbaby. Right off the bat, I want to say this is not a comparison between this and the Osprey, which I already did a review on. You can find up there, maybe, otherwise it's in the other corner, but you'll see it. This one is not as good, flat out. The Osprey Poco Plus costs $330. This one costs between $180 and $200 on Amazon. It doesn't have all the same features. It's not as good as the Osprey Poco Plus. So if that's what you're looking for, there's your answer. But I'd appreciate it if you kept watching and liked the video, right? But this one, for the money, will get you outside, get you with your kids, and that's what's most important, right? A couple of things I like about this one, a couple of things that I don't like. So let's get to it. Before I get into all the features and benefits of this pack, I want to go over a couple of things. The first is that the company says do not use this with a child weighing greater than 40 pounds. So there, no child greater than 40 pounds. Mickey is full of fluff, so he is fine. The other thing is your color options. You have black, green, and orange. We went with the black, obviously. You can see what that looks like, black and gray, just to match all of our other backpacks. Our Osprey and any other packs that we have are all black. We are a totally black family, so that's what we stick with. Then moving into the back of the pack, we'll get started. Here is your kickstand. You can press and collapse it down, but I really don't think that's the way you're supposed to do it, because you actually have these two tabs on either side, but you need to press them simultaneously to make that collapse down, and I haven't broken it yet by using excessive force, so as far as I'm concerned, that is a totally viable way of collapsing the kickstand. Not a huge fan of the kickstand. Here's why. The bottom of the bag, the fabric actually wraps around the frame, so when it's sitting level, and I hope that my bench is level, I'm about 90% sure that it is, but it could not be. You see that you still have a little bit of wiggle right there with Mickey. I don't think it's anything to be too concerned about, but certainly not as stable as I would like. Also, you can see that my window is open, and my neighbors already think that we're weird, but now they think that I talk to stuffed animals, so there's that. Alright, we'll collapse the kickstand down and get into right here. So this is your largest pocket, same as it was on the Osprey, and inside they include a changing pad. Look at there, freebies. So that's nice, and it fits what I would use this pocket for, which is going to be all your diapers and wipes. Diapers. I don't know where wipes are. I think I'm sitting on them. There they are. And there you go. One of the problems with this one is, and it's hard to see on camera, but that's actually the ass end of the cockpit. So if your child is down with a thickness, they are going to protrude into this pocket, and you really don't have as much space as you would think. So, not cool. Then right here, moving up, we have this little mesh pocket. I'm just not a fan of these. Every bag has them. Don't really like them. You can fit a glove, hat, whatever in there. One of the things I do like is this pocket, because it's got some insulation. And Luvdbaby, they say that that is for child's bottles. I say it's for my bottles. We just agree to disagree. Either way, it's nice that it's included. Moving on, you get to the sunshade, which I don't like, but I do enjoy this zippered compartment right here. You can see it's empty. I don't know what, if anything, I would ever put in there. But what it comes with is this rain cover that you can put over the sunshade. So Luvdbaby is based out of Ireland, and they get a lot of rain. So if you're gonna go for a wet walk with your child, you might want to use that. Now the reason I don't like the sunshade, there's a couple reasons, but the first is that it's not very secure back here. You just have these plastic rods that go into these slots, and that's all that holds it in the back. It's super easy to do, but super easy to undo as well. Another note, no carrying handle on the back. You have one on the front, not on the back. So I'll pop this out, but, well, actually, let me pop that back in. You can see how easy it comes in and out. No clips holding it in place, though. But when I turn Mickey around, first off, he's sitting really low. I'll get to that. But then you have this that comes down, so it's hard to see if you're just using the sunshade, hard for your kid to see, even though this is kind of a mesh fabric, they could kind of see through it. Not ideal. Now, if you're going to be using the rain cover, well, then it's probably great, right? And again, maybe that's what they were thinking with them being based out of Ireland. I don't know. I'm not a fan. The front secures with these little pieces of plastic attached to a bungee. Not crazy about that either. And my biggest issue, as far as the sunshade goes, is there's no pocket. So, you know, if you start off your hike in the morning and then it gets sunny as you continue on into the afternoon and you want to use the sunshade, you're going to have just carried it with you because there is no pocket on the bag to put the sunshade. So that's unfortunate. All right, so moving on to the cockpit of the bag. Like you can see, this is where the sunshade would attach right there, but there's no pocket. So moving on, we have the shoulder straps here, which are nice and soft. I don't know how to really describe the material. It's not a slick material, so it will be a little bit difficult to wash, which is one of my issues with this because it also doesn't have the removable padding anywhere, but your child will be comfortable in it. And here you have that cockpit, again, another pad that sits down into the lower pocket that we went over earlier. And the height of it is adjustable. It's hard to see, but there's a strap right here, right there, so that you can adjust the height of it based on the size of your child. Kind of hard to get to, kind of hard to do, but it is there. Moving down the shoulder strap, you have this piece that will go across their chest and connect on the other side. Like so. And then you have these two other pieces, kind of like most car seats, how you're going to buckle them in right there. But this is not padded at all. It's kind of awkward to me that it's right there sticking out up against them. And I would think that it's uncomfortable, but the kids have not complained about it, so maybe it's not. I don't know. Right here outside the cockpit, we have the leg straps, obviously one on each side, and it does have some adjustability right there for your, again, for your child's size. So I struggle to adjust it here, but you can move that, and that keeps your child from losing circulation in their legs. Moving on from the leg straps, again, very important, we get to the front or the back of the bag, I don't know, however you want to say, that it's oriented, and you get to the sizing adjustments. You can see this one's set on a small currently. Usually my wife is wearing this one, and to adjust it, you undo this Velcro right here, and you can see we got medium, and it comes through these straps, and you can pull it out, bring it back through, route it, and then Velcro to cinch it down. Shoulder straps, nothing special and nothing to write home about. One of the issues that I do have on this section of it, it's nice that you have this mesh and that airflow so that your back doesn't get all sweaty, but there's no slot for a water bladder. So if you are going to go hiking with this one, you're going to need to be carrying a water bottle or some sort of water source because unfortunately you cannot put a water bladder right there. So that's kind of a bummer. But again, you do have that pocket on the other side that we showed that's insulated for keeping drinks and snacks and things like that. So shoulder straps, nothing crazy here. Does have the whistle, the all-important whistle, orange whistle right there, so you can easily find it in a panic, I suppose. And then you have the reflective piece there. Then we get down to the hip pad. Nothing crazy. I do like that they have some sort of webbing retainer right here. I know I mentioned this was not a comparison to the Osprey, but that was one of the big things with the Osprey that I don't like, is there's no way to retain that webbing. And here, it's not a great system, but a system does exist so that you can tuck that excess into that plastic piece and kind of keep it from dangling around. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of adjustability. These two buckles come together, you cinch it down, and there you are. Padding's good though, nice and comfortable to get that weight on your hips. And then we get into these pockets, which are massive. Nothing crazy inside there, but we will see, as we've done before, how many fruit snacks we can keep in one of these pockets, and I have high expectations. Okay, let's begin our scientific experiment here to find out how many fruit snacks we can fit into one of these hip pockets. I only have 10, got a whole box right here, and these pockets are pretty big, so I'm optimistic. Let's get started. Yeah, there we go. I think you could probably fit another 3 or 4 packets in there, but all I had was the 10 from one box. So hopefully you don't go on a hike where you need more than 10 fruit snack packets, or at least I don't. Now, you're not going to have water. We went over that issue earlier, but you're going to have snacks, so that'll get you through. All right, everyone, so this concludes our review of the Luvdbaby, best-selling on Amazon child carrier. Here it is. You can see it on me. Got the whistle. Got to create a triple chin to get to it, but that's not unique to this bag. And there's the other side. Obviously, without Mickey the Mouse. Those of you that watch too much Mickey Mouse Clubhouse will understand that joke. But here it is. So with the end of the video, please consider giving it a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you already are subscribed, you're probably a close family member, so I appreciate that. And we'll catch you in the next one.